You know what? He is so incredible at doing stuff that's like really highly technical, like his incredibly balanced mix, which he's had since he was a kid. This ability to be so precise. His singing is so incredibly precise, much like his movement is so precise. Those consonants, everything is really, really like you can tell that he's the sort of person that, and I mean, you know from his background that he was made to work really, really hard, but he has really...
You hit the door slam.
Okay, eyes. As he's going through that, you hear that smile so apparent all the time. This is just a part of his signature sound. He always has an inner smile. Even if he's not showing it out here, he has an inner smile all the time. And that is one of the #1 things that opera singers will look for to help their tonality. They also are looking for an inner smile.
No pop singer of today will ever be able to compare to the genius of Michael Jackson. This song is truly a masterpiece. The king of kings of world music, he extraterrestrial and passed here on earth, left a taste of his music, talent, and then left for space. Like him, no one will be able to get up there, the eternal #1 MJ. The best thing in the world is when you're coming home from having a bad day, and this comes on. Literally makes you feel so much cooler and badass. Never forget.
You guys. I mean, it's obvious he grew up in the business, you guys. I even love the Jackson 5 stuff. I think his voice as a kid, a younger adult, if you will, even throughout his teens, was just stellar. Some of that Jackson 5 singing, you guys, I love it. I love to hear it. It's so well done. Of course, now a more mature, truly amazing. Oh.
And say something. I love how the rhythm is like, how can I explain? So the music itself has like this kind of beat and rhythm that makes you want to do like these short moves. So that means it's very danceable to it. It has like very, very good rhythm to dance on it. Probably that's why I cannot really stop. But then there is one thing which I love even more. I love it how the song is made. So there are a few
Ooh, yes.
Yay!
Oh man, guys, just watching that video, wow, brought so many childhood memories back. This was incredible, such an emotional roller coaster. This song right here, Billie Jean, such an iconic masterpiece.
Yeah.
Everybody in the world knows the song. Even aliens in outer space knows this song. All right, that's how popular the song was and is still as of today. And guys, the legend himself, the king of pop, Michael Jackson, man, such, oh man.
Just crazy. I mean, this is the first, I'm not going to say it's the first listen for me ever. Like I've heard the song played, somewhere, right? But it's never really been.
It's kind of in the background where you're not really paying attention.
Yeah, exactly. It's never been a part of my listening experience, so to speak. And so listening to it for the first time, really in depth, now I can just, it's so fire. Like it's so, so good. And obviously you guys are like, yeah, dude, we know.
Like, duh.
But,
Wonder if you ever see the sun and you close your eyes.
I was thinking in this outro, if this was released even today, I feel like it would still be one of the greatest things that, like, it would have been revolutionary even today. Like, that's the amazing part of Michael Jackson. I feel like everything that he has done, or a lot of the stuff that he has done, is just so, like, what in the world? And you don't really see that these days. And I feel like if Thriller never existed and came out today by Michael Jackson, everybody would have been like, what in the actual heck is going on? Because I don't think there still is anything that's similar, other than like things that like literally just copy it or, pay homage to it. Nobody's created something like this. You know what I mean? People have tried or have done similar-ish things, but I don't think anything could compete. If this was released today, I think it would have been a 100% hit.
No.
And so another thing that he's doing is he's making small changes every single time the chorus goes by. So it's not a simple cut and paste sort of chorus situation. He's making small melodic changes every single time, which creates this unique recording that every single second needs to be listened to. It's not just a, when you have a copy paste chorus, I listen to the first one, I can listen to the second one and I know exactly what's coming. Here, I don't know exactly what's coming.
Okay, really got to use staccato there. Really fast, powerful sounds without glottal attack. Really good control. It's not forcing the voice too much where you can hear that too much distortion. He's hurting himself. It's perfectly done.
Because, of course, there's been other great artists, of course, and everything. But when this has stood like 4, 5, 6 generations,
ain't gonna keep standing.
And that's just a lesson for anybody that wants to do anything. The easiest way to leave your mark on this earth and plan is just to do well at whatever you're doing. Just make sure you do the best that you can.
Wow.
Because, bro, like, it's not a coincidence, bro. The guy, they talked about how he was a perfectionist, how he did this, he paid money, made sure he got this, make sure he did that, make sure you, bro, it's not a coincidence that this guy is still one of the, up to this day. Like, it's not a coincidence, bro. It's great music, it's great performances, it's great dance, it's being perfect and being as close as perfect in your craft as possible. Bro,
and like, what if he
was childlike, that he had a less offensive voice, and I mean, it might have been the case that he did that intentionally and then it just became natural for him to speak in a less offensive way. And when I say that, if I'm talking and just keeping this pitch here and keeping my chest voice there, if I was saying it slightly lighter, this is less offensive, it's quieter, dynamically we've gone down. So it means that people are going to take that voice a lot less offensively than they would if you're more abrupt and added more chest voice into the sound. So it might be a culmination of his vocal cords, just naturally the way that they came together, the thinness of his tone, but then his personality when you add that all into that. So an interesting investigation for tonight.
Well, wasn't that something? Now, I didn't know that was going to be an extended version of Man in the Mirror. I just got lots of people wanting me to react to Live at the Grammys 1988, and I was totally blown away. And that's why he's the king of pop. He was amazing in all ways, stylistically, the way he dressed, the way he danced, the way he sung. No one come close to that. The Thriller album is one of the greatest pop albums of all time. I don't think it will ever be topped again. Yeah, the Beatles were great, but not to the extent of what Michael Jackson did on that Thriller album. This is an absolutely amazing performance.
But his music is still kicking. YouTube wasn't really a thing back then. So that just goes to show, one of his songs has close to 1 billion views, and he's been dead for over a decade. What does that tell you? That just shows you that his music is timeless. His dance moves were absolutely flawless. I don't think I've ever seen this guy in my life mess up a dance move. I remember watching him I Want You Back. He was like 5 years old when that was happening, and he's just so flawless even at such a young age. That just goes to show, practice makes perfect. You knew this guy practiced 24/7. He genuinely loved what he was doing. That guitar solo.
I was just amazed. Like, that was crazy to me. Like, the dancing. I think he's like almost 40 right there. 97. Yeah. He was born in 59. I think 59. 50 something. Late 50 something.
Yeah.
Like that. Like, that's crazy to me. Like how he was moving. Like he was like in slow motion. Like
move my body like that. So.
Yeah. Imagine being at that concert. Like, that would be crazy. Coming up
with pure bel canto, because I did in my day, and instead of going when he's up there going like that, that's pure bel canto. What I'm doing, he is going. He's using a very tight throat instead of the air traveling across the bands. He's like, you preconceive the sound, you grip it in the throat, and then you shove it across the breath.
It sounds
with
violent.
your intercostals, and it sounds very exciting.
That Beat It by Michael Jackson. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. Y'all already know. Period.
The most talented man this world has ever known and will ever know. No one will ever come close to Michael. R.I.P. Michael, you will live on forever, in our hearts and in our minds. He is so humble, almost blushing by the screams and applauses. This world will never ever see another MJ. He is absolutely the best and incomparable, the greatest of all time. No other entertainer comes even close. An icon, a legend. He was a phenomenon. Michael Jackson's singing and dancing, and even more so his performances, so I have been watching and listening to his songs. What a stunning and wonderful performance, no one can surpass it, because there is only one Michael Jackson in history, no one can surpass it. Michael's voice is so comforting and healing, his dance moves are so energetic and motivating, the lyrics of his songs are so inspiring and meaningful. He will be remembered forever as an immensely talented musician and dancer, a musical genius and icon. I will always celebrate him and honor him. He has been a part of my entire life. Love you always and forever, Michael.